Okay, so we're on the first hole here. It's a par 4, 335 yards, but we've got a ditch that goes across the fairway at 280 and it goes downhill to that ditch. So I want to make sure that I'm laying up short of that. We've got a couple of bunkers. It's about 190 to carry. One just edges in on the fairway. The other one's just kind of semi-rough. And that's probably about the distance I want to be, maybe a bit further than that. But if I make sure that I've got enough club to carry those bunkers, then all of a sudden the width of the fairway becomes a lot wider for me, or at least the width from the treble left to the treble right. So I've got a 4-iron here. I know that should carry those bunkers. I'm going to hit that down and hopefully that's going to get us to the flat part of the fairway and just leave a short wedge in. So let's see how we get on with that. Right, so I'm going to have a couple of practice swings just to get the feel. Okay, and I'm going to be aiming kind of just over this left bunker. Hopefully I've got enough club to carry it. So let's see how we get on. That's just over the left edge and just middle of the fairway now. And that's perfect. That's nice on the flat. Okay, nice tee shot to start. Okay, so nicely in the center of the fairway. Just going to measure this one, so make sure you got one of these. These are great tools. It gives me the exact distance to the flag. So I've got 94 yards to the flag. As you can tell, it's quite windy today, quite a bit downwind this one. I don't really want to be going past the flag here because it's going to leave a downhill putt, or if I go way too far, it's going to be quite a tricky downhill chip. There are a couple of bunkers here, but they're not really by the flag, so I don't mind kind of going towards the flag. I might just go a little bit left of this flag because this greenside bunker digs in, but I'm trying to make sure that my club that I'm going to hit in here is going to come up a little bit shorter. So I'm going to grab my 54-degree wedge, and for me that kind of feels like I probably got 80 yards is the distance I'm trying to carry. The wind's going to take it a bit further and that should leave it just short of the flag. So I'm going halfway back to sort of 3/4 of the way through. So doesn't need to be hit too hard, and we're just going to go a little bit kind of left of the flag with this. So that's kind of gone right on the flag actually, and just a little bit short. Yeah, so that's perfect. It's left me an uphill putt, probably a little bit longer than I'd like for birdie, but it's nice and safe and I haven't got to put down that slope. Okay, so not a bad little putt here. Just repair my pitch mark. So that's a little tip for you. If you leave little holes in the green, people aren't going to be very happy, especially the greenkeeper. Right, so I'm just going to go through my routine now. I'm just going to have a little look at this putt from behind. So it's definitely uphill, and I think ever so slightly coming from the right. So a little tip for putting, always trying to make sure that we're not blasting the ball by the hole. I know you're not going to hold it if you don't get it there, but if you're hitting it too hard, that's a recipe for 3 putts. So I'm going to go through my routine, a couple of practice strokes. Then I'm going to line up to the hole. Putter goes in first. Then I get my stance, having a little last look, and then play. Oh, so it's really slow up that hill. Bang on line as well. Enter. Last look at the hole. There we go. Nice little par to start off with.